Welcome back to the show. As I promised, I got businesswoman extraordinaire. She is CEO and founder of one of the coolest, bestest referral networking companies in the state of California and now expanding all over the world. Let me go ahead and give you that website. You don't want to miss out on what they can offer to you, your community, and your team. All right, write it down, teamreferralnetwork.com. Teamreferralnetwork.com. She's worked with the best. Man, she's worked with Century 21, City of Hope, LA Times, and Bank of America. Kelli, thank you so much for dropping by.
So great to be here, Scott. Thank you for having me.
All right, Kelli, you are one of the coolest people I know because you've got one of the coolest networking companies in California. Now, if I'm reading your bio right, you guys are going to Australia and Taiwan later this year?
Yes, we're there. And we're outside of California, too. We're all over the Western U.S. and the Southwest U.S. and just opened up in New York City and working on New Jersey right now as well.
What part of New York City?
New York City and Manhattan.
Oh, sweet. Are you getting to
Yeah.
go to all these openings?
Yep. It's been a busy, busy year so far.
All right, how many chapters do you have all total now?
We've opened over 350 chapters. I'm probably closer to 400 if I did the hard count.
All right, so let me do the math here just in case people are counting. She started at 0, and now she's close to 400. Kelli, how long has it taken you to get this done?
We'll be here 14 years in October.
Wow, 14 years, 400 chapters. All right, now we got to know the story, of course. Why in the world, and you've told the story before, but this is a brand new audience for me. What in the world made you want to start a networking/referral company?
It's funny, and I did it in the land of networking organizations. I think Southern California has more networking groups, than you can,
Right.
figure out. And so for me, it was a burning desire to work with what I think is an underserved community is our entrepreneurs. They're the engine of this country, and to help them be successful was just a burning passion in my life. And I decided I wanted to do it through something that I was really good at, which was building relationships and growing a business. But more importantly, we have a great community outreach element to Team Referral Network. And the dream from day one was to marry the nonprofit world to the business world in a way that can make a huge difference in a community. And that's what we do every day with Team Referral Network. It's great.
Now, you're also a mom, a wife. Now, is your husband part of the company, or has he got a different sideline of income?
Oh, no, praise God, he has a different business. My husband's a painting contractor. He works with his hands. He's old school in terms of how he does his business, and he's had it for, let's see, we've been married 30 years on the 12th of July. We lived together in sin for 3 years prior to that, so he's had his company for 33 years.
So let me get this straight. It has benefited your marriage not to work with him.
Right. Yes, we probably would not be married if we were working together.
It does have its challenges. My wife's been with me, and it's got its challenges. But let me talk about Australia. I think this is so cool. You're in California. What in the
Right.
world came up for you to go, hey, get out a map, guys. We're going to go to Australia.
I would like to say it's my intention that created that, but as you and I both know, that's not how it works. Kind of God's plan all the way around, but this ended up being one of our Team Referral Network franchise owners in San Diego. Her name's Stacey O'Byrne. She's a great person in and of herself. She was at a conference in Las Vegas and met this fantastic couple from Australia. And that started the conversation. And so, and they're not in Sydney, where you would think the logical place is to start a networking organization. They're in the Northern Territory, kind of closer to Singapore than they are to Sydney, Australia. So it really has just been fun working with them.
Okay, I still got to ask about Taiwan. What's up with that one?
So Taiwan is a little more convoluted. It takes a long time to get through the government process there of bringing a franchise there.
Right.
Our goal is to create a master franchise, and that takes a lot of red tape and paperwork to get through. So that's just a process that we're working on right now, and we hope to see it finalized and get chapters up and running by the end of this year.
That is so cool.
Mhm.
Now, we talked about this prior to getting on the air. You are looking for current franchise opportunities. Are there specific cities you want to be in?
Well, it's more areas than
Right.
cities themselves. So, like in the South there, the Atlanta, Georgia area, Greater Atlanta or Atlanta Metro, whatever they call that, well, that's a phenomenal market opportunity for us. We'd love to connect with the right person there. But recently, this year, we've sold the Dallas Fort Worth franchise, the Austin, Texas franchise, the we're working on Oklahoma City right now. We did a bigger area in San Diego here in Southern California, and Phoenix, Arizona is on the map as well right now. So it's those kind of bigger metropolitan cities that we love to bring Team Referral Network to. But I want to let our rural friends and smaller community friends that are in business and have
Right.
a burning desire to help people grow their business, that's open as well. So
Right.
I would love to talk to anybody who would have a sincere desire to own a Team Referral Network business.
Now, you are currently based out of the LA area, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, we've got, I think now, I always look at the ticker in downtown and see how many people we have. Last time I went by it, I think it was 7.8 million.
Right. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it's like where you live. We call everything LA, and if you've been on the 405, you definitely know you're in LA.
Oh, yeah.
And when you get here at 75, 85, and 285, you know you're in Atlanta. All right, let me get into you. You're one of the coolest people I know because you've got a you've got a similar rebellious side to you like I do. And now you're a successful founder and CEO. Let's talk about the beginning. The girl in high school, was she the girl you are now?
Oh, no. Well, I shouldn't say that. She was very entrepreneurial from a very young age, extremely independent, opinionated, and outspoken. So let's just say that certain traits definitely transcended from my misspent youth into my adulthood.
A little rebellious there, so you weren't happy with the outcome, so you went out and produced your own.
You know, it's true. And for me, it was really a matter of I always loved to push the envelope and test the waters. That was just kind of who I was.
Yeah, I remember when I vocalized my discontent with my principal. You know, I was not happy with the way things were being run at that company. And he
Hmm.
decided to let me leave the company head first.
Right.
Right. So, you know, since he was CEO of the school, he decided that he didn't need this employee anymore. And so he decided that he would probably be better off without me. I didn't see that part coming. I realized that I was a loudmouth and a malcontent. I just didn't realize how bad I really was. Now, you've got a book coming up. Is that true?
Well, it's a work in progress at the
Ah,
moment, but yes, the book that I'm working on is the title of it is God, How the Hell Did I Get Here? And it really is a glimpse into part of the personal life that you were just referring to, and my professional life as well.
do you have a publisher yet? Ready to get the green light? Ready to release? Or we got to have you come back and
Yeah,
talk about it
no, I
again?
have it. I have the outline and chapters put together and out to certain sources and people that I've worked with previously, but not a full blown publisher yet. So, you know, my biggest challenge, honestly, and maybe some of your audience can relate to this. I'm really trying to decide how much I reveal in
Right.
this book because I have two teenage daughters, and you know, part of me just wants to go completely open and raw and lay it all out there, and another part of me says, my God, you have teenage daughters who would probably end up reading it, and do you want them to know everything in this book? And so I go back and forth on that, to be honest with you.
I understand. My attorney told me because you're on TV and radio and you do a lot of speaking and you're well known, sit your kids down and tell them the truth because you're going to have to come out on the radio and you're going to have to tell your real story.
Hmm.
And so I sat my wife's kids down actually, told them the truth. My oldest son already knew, and I got a lot of skeletons. And then I went out on the radio the very next week and told the whole story. His
Wow.
philosophy was nobody can ever use it against you. All right, now we're getting ready to go to break. My guest is Kelli Holmes. She is the CEO and founder of Team Referral Network. Let me go ahead and give you that website one more time so you can check it out. TeamReferralNetwork.com. If you got a question for myself or Kelli, 706-889-9700. Or you can send us an email, questions@scottferrell.com, or go by Facebook, mine or Kelli's. You can look up Kelli on Facebook. Throw us a question up there. We'd love to talk to you. When we get back, Kelli's going to discuss how you can really network at a networking function and why maybe right now you're not getting the max out of your networking functions. She'll handle that and much more when we get back.
El Rey and Ellijay.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated, and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine. El Rey and Ellijay.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on-site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
The 50-50 sale is back at Schottenkirk Ford. 50 trucks must go in the next 50 hours. Shop over 250 trucks in stock and starting as low as $79.95. And there's several more on the lot just like it. Yes, 50 trucks must go, and not just Fords. We have all the best makes and models. You have 50 hours to cash in on huge savings. Don't miss our 50-50 sales event at Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper. Online at SchottenkirkFordJasper.com.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
I'm Sheriff Dane Kirby, and I'll stand up for you.
I'm Stacy Nicholson, Sheriff of Gilmer County, and I will stand up for you.
Stand up and speak out. No matter how rich, cool, talented you believe yourself to be, how you treat people ultimately tells all. I am Allison Sosby, District Attorney, and I'll stand up for you.
While the best athletes gather to compete, the rest of us gather to eat. Pizza Hut's Big Flavor Dipper is here. Almost 2 feet of pizza with 4 flavorful dipping sauces. Big enough to feed the whole team for a small price, just $12.99. The Big Flavor Dipper Pizza, only at Pizza Hut.
The summer sell down is on at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. And if you like to save, the time is now. Get a brand new Chevy Malibu for just $19,700. Loaded Silverado Crew Cab LT, just $33,500. Or a new 2017 Equinox from just $23,700. Days has bonus savings on every new Chevy. But time is running out. Don't miss the summer sell down at Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Welcome back, Scott Ferrell Show. Thank you so much for making me part of your day and you part of mine. Now, there's one website you're going to want to go to. You're not going to want to pass go. You want to do it right now. Now, I know if you're watching the show at work and you're trying to keep the boss from hearing you, that's cool. Throw on the headphones. No problem. But go to this website, teamreferralnetwork.com. Teamreferralnetwork.com. If you've ever wondered about networking, why your networking ain't working, and why you go in all these networking meetings, you ain't getting nothing out of them. Here's a clue. If you go to teamreferralnetwork.com, you'll get that clue because I got Kelli Holmes on with me today. She's the founder and CEO of Team Referral Network. Wow, has she gone from 0 to 400 fast. And if she knows how to do this, I got a feeling you can trust her on what she says on how you can improve your networking. All right, Kelli, I got this question. You got a book out. Effective networking, is your networking not working? What is up with that? I know something prompted you to write that book.
You know, it's really funny. Obviously for years, I have gone to networking events and networked myself and built key relationships and grown my business through the right relationships and referrals and effective networking. But what I see over and over and over again with our fantastic members and people that I have a chance to speak to when I'm out traveling and talking about networking is that they make the same mistake over and over and over again when they're out networking. And a lot of times people confuse activity for results, right? If I come home with a big stack of cards from a networking event, I was successful. And that's not true. The bottom line is you're only successful if you're able to convert those contacts into some kind of relationship that helps you grow your business. And that's where the real work starts. Most people think the real work is getting out to the event and doing the actual networking, and it's literally just the tip of the process in order to be successful. So teaching people, about how to be effective in their networking is one of my great life's goals, and I just see the mistakes being made over and over and over again, and I'm here bound and determined to change that.
Now they can get the book. How can they receive a copy of this book from you?
Super easy. As you've been talking about the website, teamreferralnetwork.com, there's a place inside on the homepage that asks for you to sign up for our newsletter. It's a great quarterly newsletter. We won't bombard you with a lot of information, but where you sign up there, right where you click that information, there is a place to download the ebook, Effective Networking Is Your Networking Not Working, for free. It'll instantly be delivered to you. You don't have to do anything else to get it. And it's an easy read. It's a refresher for seasoned networkers, and it's a how to do it for those that are more new to the process.
Well, let me ask you this question, and I don't get a chance to go to a lot of networking functions, but you go into the room, you go in with what should you do? How do you introduce yourself? What's the best way?
Well, it actually starts before you go into the room. Most people don't plan how to be effective at their networking, but I'm here to tell you, you need to have a plan going into your networking event. Most people spend more time thinking about what they're going to make for dinner or do for the weekend than they do planning their networking activities. And the bottom line is it can be a very effective way to grow your business. So build a plan. First, pick the right event. You've got to make sure that you have the right audience there. And your audience this might be a bit of a mind shift for your listeners and watchers here, Scott, is that the people that you're going to network with don't necessarily need to be your end client, your member, your patient, your customer. They need to be the people who have the same type of client, member, customer, patient, whatever you call your person, okay? So picking the right event is critical. Most people just say, hey, there's a networking event, I'm gonna go, I think I should be there. But knowing who your audience is when you go there, who's going to be there is very, very important. And then going in with the plan of actually who you wanna meet. Now, this is something most people don't do because they are either a card dealer or a card collector, or they are both, which means they walk in with a big stack of cards and their goal is to make sure they leave empty-handed and they've handed their card out to everybody. And we know where most of those cards end up, right?
Yes.
Yes. Or they're card collectors, so they're going to go around and meet everybody and collect their card, and they're going to come back with that big stack, and they're going to usually do one of two or three things, which is spam them with an email immediately. We've all been the beneficiary of that, okay? They might leave a voicemail, which of course usually doesn't get responded to, or more often than not, they actually do nothing with that stack of cards, and it just sits there collecting dust eventually on their desk, okay? And I want to say, go in with a plan. Meet two people, two key power partners to your business. Go in and identify who those people are and seek out and ask people as you're meeting them, hey, I'm looking to meet, and then fill in the blank. Do you know anyone here who does that? They love to introduce you to people, especially if you go up to people who are kind of the movers and the shakers in there. They're the people, like if you found me at an event and you told me who you wanted to meet, that would be my goal for the evening, would be to connect you with that person. So go in with the plan, make it a power partner, two power partners, make it the right event. That's going to get you a lot more results. from your networking activities.
All right, let me be crystal clear so everybody will know. I go to a networking meeting, I get the 2 power partners, or if I ended up collecting some cards, what is the time frame that you want to address people you met, and how should you make that address?
You should actually have that conversation before you leave the event and before you actually leave that opportunity of talking to them. Most people don't want to spend a lot of time talking to you, so this really needs to be done very succinctly in a few short minutes. But one of the best ways to engage in a conversation with a potential power partner or a contact at a networking event is to ask a lot of questions about them, make them feel important, and this has got to be authentic. You have to really feel that they are important to you in your life, okay? Find out information from them, talk very little about yourself, but when the time comes to part ways, say, would it be okay if I got your business card and followed up with you in a couple of days to learn more about your business? I'd really like to know more, and I think I might be able to help your business grow. Well, what are they going to say at that point?
Right.
They're going to say yes, heck yes, okay? And then you have permission to follow up with them. So they're far more likely to respond to that email, far more likely to respond to that phone call. And then I say do what my friend Joe Nunziata does, and that is do a Starbucks meeting. You know, there's a Starbucks, a Coffee Bean, or a small coffee shop everywhere. Say, hey, I know there's one over by your office. Would you like to meet for a cup of coffee one morning, and we can take this a little further? And that really starts building the right relationship.
Oh, yeah. Now, if I want to be part of a team network, I can go to your website and check out all the locations in California and around the world?
Yes, you can.
Okay, easy map. Now, do y'all have stuff on your website? Team shop, team wear, something I can team up with?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know we have a great website, so I'm not sure what those things are that you just mentioned there, but I can tell you it's very easy to search a chapter in our chapter search function right on the home page. And on top of that, you can search it not only by community, area, or city, but you can search it by day and by time. And then because we're exclusive category networking, meaning we only allow one person per business in each chapter, you can search by open category, meaning it will only show you chapters that have your category open. So it's very simple to do. It has to be, because I'm the test person for this, and it needs to be very informative, and it is.
All right, I ask you this question every time, but I never get tired of the answer. If you've got a young girl out there listening to the show right now, and she's just gotten out of college, and she's got to go network, what are some advice steps you would give her?
Well, the very first thing, if she's networking for a job, then the same things apply. Okay, she needs to go and network at events that are within her industry, or share the same type of end user or client or customer that she would ultimately be working with. But the other thing, especially for a young girl right now, I would say is always network with a buddy. Okay. Right. The buddy system applies from the time you are small children till well into the end of your life, really. Right. My daughter's leaving on a Girl Scout trip this morning to go camping for the next 4 days, and the buddy system will be alive and well there, and it should be alive and well when you are a young woman out networking. And this goes for young men, too. Right. We do a great presentation in Team Referral Network called Gang Networking, okay? And that's really where you put together a group of people and you kind of divide and conquer. For us, it's easy because it's our team chapter. We'll get several members from a team group going to an event, but they go in and do it together. And this is something that I would recommend to a young woman as well. Networking with a buddy, have a plan, know who you want to meet, and then do the immediate and proper follow-up. All right, Kelly, as our time winds up, we've got about a minute left. For one, I want to say thank you, but teamreferralnetwork.com is how you find Kelly. Kelly, one thing you could give everyone to live by every day in business that would help them capitalize on business? For me, and as you know, Scott, I'm a woman of faith, so I start out with a plan every morning. My plan happens to start with spending some time with God, discussing the day with him, but I really believe putting some thought into what your intentions, goals, and what you want to be your accomplishes by the time you put your head down on that pillow later on that night. Plan that out in the morning. For me, I commit it to writing, and I review it multiple times during the day. But start early, make a plan, work the plan, and know at the end of the day how much you have to be thankful for and what you accomplished. And the next day is always another day.
You got it. All right, TeamReferralNetwork.com, CEO and founder Kelli Holmes has been my guest. Don't fear, Kelli's just going to be a regular. She's going to come back at least once a month. Kelli, you know how much I love you. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you, Scott. So looking forward to being on again.
You
Take
got
care.
it. All right, when I get back, I'm going to get to some of the mailbag questions, and we're going to handle some text that I've just received because people got some questions about what I was talking about with parenting. But you got to wait because you got to be on the other side. I'll be right back.